Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at my Acorns account. We've been investing weekly here, as you can see, for $20 a week, and we are currently sitting at $1,828.37 in our investment. We got about 20 bucks sitting in that checking account, which is why this number up here is a little bit higher. So let's just take a quick peek and see how this performance has been doing. My graph is a little off here because I've tested this account before, and now this graph is all messed up when I try to look at something. So let's kind of just take a quick breakdown here. I do this little series here just to kind of show people what $20 a week really kind of does for us, because it doesn't seem like a lot. And a lot of times people think we need to have a lot of money invested, and that's not the case. So you can see here in the last day, it's gone up about 1.5%, but we really care a little bit more on like a longer term look. So you can see over here in the last month, we're actually up almost 7%. Year to date, it's a little bit lower. It's about 4.44%. And then in the last year, so we're about, I would say, a year and like 5 or 6 months into this portfolio. So you can see right over here, we're up about 7.84%, which is $133. So if I sold everything right now, we're looking pretty over here. Now, in the last 5 years, again, it's kind of skewed here for us just because of some of the stuff here. But you could see here, we're up 9.69%, which is $162. Now, this one right over here, you can see the investments are pretty easy and simple because with Acorns, instead of having to pay attention to the day-to-day investments, I can just tell them what my risk tolerance is, and it'll just do all the work for me. And as someone that actually likes investing into individual stocks, I think Acorns really takes the load off for a lot of people. That allows you to just say, hey, I'm either, conservative with my investments, or I am, a little bit more willing to take some risks. It'll kind of set this all up for you for success in that category. And I really like that because for this account, again, I'm just showing you what this is all going to look like for us over the time, just having that $20 invested all the time without second guessing it, right? Like it's just going in and Acorns is doing all the work. All right, so I found the spot I was looking for, which is the risk tolerance right over here. You can see we're set on the aggressive, and this just means that we have more opportunity for growth, but possibly a little bit more hurt when the market is down. So again, we don't have to pay attention to individual stocks, but if you want to, be a little bit more, risk adverse and, kind of want to be a little bit more cautious with money, depending on your age or where you want to go in the short term or long term, you can go ahead and choose these things. And you could switch this up too. You could start aggressive and then slow down, or you could start a little bit slower and then increase it as you get more comfortable as well. But again, it takes the load off because you don't have to think about all of this over time. And they do invest in some really good quality ETFs to keep your money working for you. And then the other thing I wanted to show as well too, with this $20, if I can get this all to work, we're going to go into the reoccurring here and then click on our $20. So up here at the top right, you can see it's currently at $0. And that means that currently what we're at, we already have some projections of where we're going to be. But I want to show what an extra $5 is going to do over here. You could see this number jump up here for us. It's at $69.9 thousand. So if I click on here, that's how much more just an additional $5 a week is going to make an impact on this account itself. Now, this is not going to be for a retirement account, but you can actually open up a retirement account with Acorns, just as a heads up. That link will be in the show notes down below, which, by the way, gets you a $20 exclusive bonus using our link and supports us out by continuing to make more content like this, by the way. So right over here, this is going to give that information for you. So for a lot of people, it doesn't take a lot to get started. You can see here a minimum of $5, which, for us, it's going to be a downgrade for what we currently have. But man, I would really encourage people to get started with at least $5 because that's going to get the needle moving. You're going to have a small dollar amounts make a big impact over time. And then here's the best part. You're doing that $5 and then maybe 2 months later, you're starting to feel more comfortable and you say, hey, let's do $10. And then you go to 20 and then you go to 25 and then, go from 20 to 30, boom, $140,000, increase from just that $10 difference from there. So as you keep getting more comfortable, you get more likely to want to be investing in your money or in your account. And that's why I'm showing this account right over here. I already have my retirement account. I have other investments, but I think Acorns is honestly one of the most powerful when it comes to just putting your money in, setting it, and forgetting it. Now, yes, there are costs to having Acorns, but I think that cost is outweighed by the simplicity that actually comes with Acorns because you don't have to sit there and think about it twice. You can set it and forget it, and you can come back in and check on it if you would like. Now make sure you're subscribed on the channel so you can check out this portfolio growing over time, as well as any of my other portfolios that we have on the channel as well. But like I mentioned earlier, if you want to check out Acorns, I'm going to have a link for you in the show notes down below, and probably a QR code if I can remember in the edit to put on here. So you can go ahead and get a $20 bonus for opening up your account, which will go towards your investment. You can start putting that money towards there, and hey, put that $5 a month in or $5 a week, whatever works best for you, and start moving that needle now. Now, I also got you covered because if you're a little worried on the process of opening up your account, as well as a beginner's guide, I got them both for you. I'll put those in the show notes down below, as well as putting the video right over here to show you the step-by-step questions it will ask you when opening up your Acorns account.